Every cadet at the United States Air Force Academy takes the PFT at least once a year. According to the curriculum handbook, the athletic department strives to develop desirable traits of character, teach skills needed to perform physical tasks, and encourage a positive attitude toward physical fitness.
It makes me really angry because I put in a lot more work. Well, I don't want to generalize that, but I think I put in a lot more work than maybe your average cadet, does for the PFT. And I'm down there in the gym every single day working out for my sport, and yet I do horrible on the PFT.
I just went to Kona Ironman World Championships. This is my medal. And this means nothing because I can't validate the PFT. I had to take it every semester that I was here.
So, I don't really work out for the PFT, but I do pretty well. I get about 385, and that's with victory lapping at the end, so I get 0% on the run.
So wait, you don't work out ever?
No. I do well on the PFT, so I don't really need to.
How do you think that that's going to affect you in, let's say, 20 years?
I don't know.
So, what you doing? Who are you, Neil Armstrong?
Well, I went to the academy and they told me that, if I just practice my long jump, it'd be a good indicator of my overall fitness, so.
Neil, what are you gonna do, jump to the moon and back? When was the last time you went for a bike ride or ran? I graduated from West Point and we had an obstacle course, and we learned that fitness can be fun. You're burning like 7 calories right now, are you kidding me? Doing those 5 exercises are not gonna get you physically fit. Do you even enjoy being active?
Who enjoys being active?
Balance. Try this one. Yoga's really good for you. It's really good for your physical fitness. Boring. Well, if we're going to help you be physically fit, first it's important to set goals. But they have to be clear, understandable, and specific.
I'm starting with my gut. Is that specific?
Well, that's a good goal. But we have to think of how we're gonna achieve that. What are you gonna do when you're inside?
I'm just not motivated. Why isn't my long jump just not working?
Well, we can find something that you like to do so you're motivated to do it every day. Because at our age, push-ups and pull-ups, how many of those can you really do?
I don't like working out.
Wait, I have an idea. I think I know something that you might like.
No one's giving me a hemorrhoid. I need to stop this
Look, this is so much fun. You could even do it with your grandkids.
No, I'm walking with my foot.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep riding. Come on, let's go. Come on, catch me.
Everybody in the air, let's go. In the air, right hand in the air, left hand in the air. Everybody in the air, let's go. In the air, slide to the right, slide to the left, slide to the front, bring it back.
I think she found her niche.
Turn it up right now. Follow my instructions. So let's go. When I say dance, you dance. And when I say stop, don't move at all. Let's go.
This is so much fun. So much better.
So I found this article, I stumbled upon it when I was online one day, by Ben Gleason, who is the fitness program, in charge of the fitness program at Eglin Air Force Base, and it's called Manifesto on Air Force Physical Fitness. And he talks about how the current Air Force fitness program is negatively impacting the health and well-being of the majority of airmen, and that the services that are provided for training and such leave much to be desired. He talks about how the Air Force provides too much focus on the test and not enough emphasis on developing the work habits that will improve job performance, injury resistance, and health, so practical fitness. And he explains how that's important. Obviously, it's the individual's responsibility to make sure that they're staying physically fit, but it's also the job of upper leadership to make sure that those kinds of opportunities and those right types of training are provided to the airmen. He talks about how we are taken and we all go to tech school to learn our trade and figure out what we need to do, how to file vouchers, how to fix aircraft, and that sort of thing. But we're not actually taught like what good physical fitness is and how we should do these things. We're not even really taught like what the proper push-up is, those sorts of things, and how if you do it wrong, you do sit-ups wrong, then it could really hurt your vertebrae and all that sort of stuff. So this is some good stuff right here, and I think he's kind of right on with the idea that there's too much emphasis on just the test itself.
Shit.
And I went to West Point on exchange last semester, and they have the obstacle course that all the cadets take as their physical fitness test, and in my opinion it's a better overall assessment of how in shape they are, and it's better applicable to what they do to train for combat. And the more you train for it, you can get better at it, as opposed to the PFT, where I can practice a jump day in and day out, and like I'll see little improvement, but there's just no hope for maxing it. So.
At West Point, they do have an obstacle course, which does kind of work more functional movement into what an officer has to do in the Army. So I think it just is a better perhaps what type of movements they may have to do when they're out in either training for combat or actually in combat. So I find tremendous value in any obstacle course, and I think